What's up everybody, I've got a Wi-Fi battle against Vec for you today. Huh? What's that? Sun and moon? They're still shining. Actually, not really. It's been cloudy over the last few days here in Poland, so there is not much sun nor moon. And it's pretty much the same story with my battles. 7th gen? New stuff? Who cares? If you expected to see sun and moon content, you are on the wrong channel, buddy. Not only we are not moving on to 7th gen, we are actually going back to the 5th gen, the greatest of them all. You see Footpinch, you see Pekakana, you're an old sub, you already know what's up. Let's dive into the memories lane. He leads off with Stunfisk, which out of the two possible leads that I see on his team is the one Marshtomp can deal with, but as you would expect, this Marshtomp runs quite unusual counter-code moveset with Toxic and Waterfall. I don't know what it's meant to check, I've made it ages ago. What matters is that I can't set up my rocks on his switch, so instead I go for a Toxic predicting his switch to Maractus and miss, but it doesn't end up making too much of a difference as you will soon see. So I go to Pekakana to doodle this thing out of the game as he sets up a Sunny Day, but then goes back to Stunfisk and easily sponges a Hyper Voice. Now the fact that he led with this thing tells me that it's most likely his Stealth Rocker and he has a great opportunity to set it up now, so I make kind of a risky play and switch to Shedinja. Risky because if he went for a Toxic right there, that would be really bad. Then I go for a Protect to find out if he even carries Toxic and learn that he doesn't as he goes back to Maractus. Because my only switch to this thing is a Togetic and it will only cause him to go back to Stunfisk, I decide to stay in and let him break my Shedinja Sash in exchange for taking a buttload of damage from X-Scissor. Now I'm aware that Sucker Punch is a thing that Maractai? Anyway, I know it's a move that they like to carry, so I go for a Protect first to scout whether this one has it as well, find out that it doesn't, which means that I can safely go for a Shadow Sneak on the following turn and eliminate this major threat early in the game. He then brings his Walrein, telling me that it is carrying Toxic, so I switch to Magnemite to block it and force him to switch out. I go for HP Ice and do a decent chunk to his Luxray on the switch and then switch to Marshtomp to take a hit from his Luxray, and I guess seeing a Volt Switch I should have played it safe and go back to Magnemite to find out if he has HP Grass, but I didn't feel like trying too hard this battle, so I decided just to assume that he doesn't have it, incorrectly as it turns out, so my Marshtomp is pretty much down and out for no reason, just my laziness. On the good note, the same can be said about his Luxray, which after taking a Waterfall will go down to the Life Orb recoil on the next turn, so I switch to Togetic to sponge another HP Grass, but he ends up going for Superpower, which has the best all around coverage against my team, but still, Pekka sponges it rather easily. He then goes back to Stunfisk, not sure why as it allows me to roost off the damage for free, but it ends up working in his favor as he paralyzes me with the first discharge. Now seeing how little damage it did, I could simply ignore the para and set up a nasty plot in his face, but I would much rather get some prior damage on this thing before I attempt that. So I switch to Marshtomp just to Toxic him, let him take it out on the following turn, and then go to Footpinch to attempt a Rapid Spin as he goes for a Scald, and of course gets a burn on the first try, which sucks because if it wasn't for that, we would both set up our rocks on the next turn, and on the turn after that I would have spun his rocks once again as he takes me out with another Scald, while taking additional 2 turns of toxic damage, which I believe could have changed the outcome of this game. But anyway, knowing that he is just going to set his rocks back up and let the burn damage finish me off, I switch to Shedinja once again and set up a Swords Dance on his switch to Walrein. Then I hit him with X-Scissor, which turns out to be a solid 2-hit KO at +2, but unfortunately he doesn't miss Toxic and my Shedinja is down and out. I go to Magnemite for a quick revenge kill, but he decides to switch to Dustox, clearly underestimating Thunderbolt's damage output. Yeah, there is no way this thing is taking 2 of these, not even with special defense boost, no, Magnemite doesn't fuck around. Now right here is where I really could have used the additional toxic damage earlier joined with stealth rock damage, as it would definitely bring this thing to the range of HPIs, but without it, he manages to survive with 40 HP and brings me down to 30 with earth power, which gives his fracture a green light to clean up. Speaking of which, here it is. And I really should have stayed in and went for HPIs right there. It wouldn't have killed, but it would have done a good amount of damage and forced him to attack me on the following turn. But I decide to switch out, expecting him to just go for an outrage, and he uses it like a madman and sets up a dragon dance in my face, but then, for some reason, decides to switch out against my Lunaton and go to Wall Rain. Life Orb Psychic is an easy to hit KO from this range even after the additional turn of leftovers. By the way, if I knew that he is going to carelessly click Protect right there, I would have rock polished in his face, but at this point, my only way of winning this game either way is his Fracture getting a 2-turn outrage and then hitting itself in confusion twice in a row. First turn, 7 days is gone. Second turn, P.E.K.K.A. is gone. And no confusion, no mercy, 3 turns, 3 kills, that is the game. Good game, Vec. Probably could have ended up closer if it wasn't for a Scald burn, but oh well, it's a good old 5th gen. Who cares about the final result? Hope you guys enjoyed it too, in which case be sure to rate and comment the video, and eventually, at some point in the future, I see you all again. Peace out.